Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the program Islam Explained. We are continuing to answer your questions. We have one more question here that have been put forward by one of our viewers, and that is, what will happen to the fate of others? And what will happen to those who do not believe? Omar, if you could please help us explain this.
Okay, actually that's a very good question, to be honest, because the camp of atheism uses that a lot, this argument a lot, and they say that, there are billions of people on earth, and certain number of people who believe a certain religion, in particular, let us say, in context of Islam. So what will happen to all the rest? Just, there could be a lot of good people amongst them, Are they still going to go to hell? Are they going to be punished? Well, that depends, because if we look at the classical Islamic theological scholars, Aqidah scholars, in particular the two towering imams of Ash'ari and Maturidi, they have different views on this, and Imam Ash'ari says that if a person did not receive the message adequately, sufficiently, in detail, that person will not be responsible of belief, will not be responsible of practice of belief. Mm-hmm. So that person can reach salvation, can attain salvation. In fact, or in actual fact, he says that if the person is even an idol worshipper, it won't make difference. They need to receive the message. And he bases his view on the Quranic verse where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, we will not punish those whom we have not sent a prophet to, a messenger to. They don't become responsible. However, Imam Maturidi, the other towering Imam, Aqidah Imam, he's in the view that a person is responsible at least of belief. Because we are equipped as human beings with intellect. We have this intellectual capacity. We are different to the rest of the creation. We have a very big brain as human beings. So he says that we have the ability to figure out that the universe is created by a creator. So according to Imam Maturidi, although a person whom the message has not reached is not responsible of religious practices, mm-hmm. but they are responsible of finding God for themselves, looking around, looking at the universe, how the systems work, how there is precision and accuracy in the universe. There's just so design in the universe. And this should be enough for a person to figure out that there's an ultimate creator. So they would be responsible of belief in that regards. But Imam Ghazali, a famous, scholar as well, he puts these people into three categories. He says the first category, if they're living in non-Muslim lands, for example, and the message has not reached them, they can be saved. They can go to heaven. They can be forgiven. If they live in non-Muslim lands, but the message has went to them, but distorted, and you can understand that these days and age, there's a lot of the message of Islam. Some people, sort of conveys it in a distorted way as well. So if the message has gone to them in a distorted way, they still have a chance of salvation. They still have a chance to go to, Jannah, eternal paradise. However, if a message, the prophetic message, reaches a person, and that person, by understanding it, denies it, rejects it, then that person will go to punishment. Okay. And that is the view, the general view of the Ahl Sunnah wal Jamaat scholars. Yes.
Omar, thank you for answering that question. And it seems like today, when we look at how information is distorted, and we've got issues like as Islamophobia and other things like that, and you're quite right about that as well. So I do thank you again, and I'd like to thank our viewers again for listening, and we'll see you next time. And please do write your emails on the email, your questions on the email provided below. Thank you, and see you next time.